तो बात, हाँ, कोई और प्रश्न करना चाहते हैं?
मैं प्रत्युष गुलेरी, मैं ये जानना चाहता हूँ अपने लेखक बंधुओं से कि रचना के केंद्र में मूल भावना क्या होनी चाहिए और लेखक को क्या किसी न किसी विचारधारा के बंधन में बंध करके साहित्य रचना चाहिए या साहित्य किस रूप में परिभाषित हो जो मानव का कल्याण कर सके? बस धन्यवाद.
The question is whether the writer should write with some ideology in the background or in the forefront, or he should write without taking any ideology into consideration. That is the crux of the question. Would anyone? Yes, Mr. Reddy from our Telugu land, Mr. Chandrasekhar Reddy.
Any writer must have some ideology or the other. One has to decide what is my ideology. Without ideology, society never run. Like that, literature also will be there with only ideology. Without ideology, there is no literature. Right from Valmiki and Vyasa till today. Valmiki has his own ideology. Vyasa has his own ideology. And medieval writers have their own ideologies. Present writers also have their own ideology. Without ideology, there will not be literature because there is no society without any ideology.
There cannot be any literature without ideas. But without ideology, whether literature is possible or not, I think that is apparent. People can write without ideology, and people do write with ideology. But there can be no literature without ideas. So idea has to be there. What kind of idea it is, whether it is part of an ideology or it is different from that. And I think we have a very eminent author here of international fame, Dr. Bhalchand Namade. Would you like to say something about this, sir? I am grateful.
I thank you for the opportunity to have a dialogue. See, I have been listening very carefully, and all the questions are supposed to be my serious concerns. The first thing I would like to share with my colleagues and friends is that the new proverb, I was reading the new proverb, a single chimp is no chimp at all. The chimpanzee is never single. Even if he writes, even if he moves in his corner, he is connected by some strange, tribal communications to other camp. Even if he has a very delicate cry, it is heard several kilometers away by his companions. Similarly, we are all chimpanzees. Anything that hurts me, I have to immediately communicate to my friends. Whether they are in Delhi or Assam or Maharashtra and so on. And there are techniques of communicating like chimpanzee, your pains, your worries. Now the question comes whether the media can serve as a communicating system. Well, I am very much against the media. I am supposed to be the enemy of media. And in Marathi, I am supposed to be the most wanted person by the media. And I have very proudly said that all these years, 77 years of my life, I have not written a single line in any newspaper. That was my matter of pride. And that has survived me, and that has helped me also. Because the media, they are controlled by ideology. I am sorry my friend has said ideology. All ideologies are dead ideas. They are not living ideas. And all these mass media, newspapers, TV channels, they are controlled by capitalists, dead ideology, by communists, dead ideology, by all dead ideologies control the mass media. So the writer has to develop his own system. We are fortunately in a in a Hindu society or in the subcontinent, I use Hindu for the entire subcontinent. Anyone in this subcontinent is a Hindu. That is my definition. In this subcontinent, the writer is always valued as number one. You know, there is no status beyond the writer. You know, Vyasa and Valmiki and so on, they have been the number one media in this country. And I have also to tell you that because of these great writers like Vyasa and Tulsi and all these, our society has survived. It is because of the illiterate masses that our society survives. And all the samskaras, as you say, these great samskaras have come to us from the great poets, as Kavi and Mahakavi say. Great ideas have not come from the printed word at all. That is my idea. Only we have to now compete with that. You know, in Mumbai, in front of my house, several people gather, you know, all sweepers and all that. And unfortunately, the publishers, that is a sector which, you know, spreads the creative writer's message. The creative writer is at the center. The publishers and critics and printers, they are the surrounding systems, and beyond that is the reader section. Now, to reach the reader section, the creative writer has to be more effective, as effective as Tulsi or Vyasa or Valmiki, because they have created this society. No mass media has so far, even in America, created society. So my conclusion is that a writer has to compete with this nauseating mass media, nauseating publishers, interfering sources, and create its own direct link with the readership. And how do we create it? You have to be like the chimpanzee. You know, feel the pains of your own tribe and you will be a successful writer. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Namade. It was wonderful to hear from the Gyanpith Award winner, Dr. Namade, his very cogent views, very effective views regarding writing and publishing. Any more questions?